It's more overdue than I was expecting, but it's here now. Welcome one and all to the 17th episode of my VHS review series. The series where I take VHSs, I watch them with you guys, give my thoughts and comments on them, and then at the end, I tell you whether or not they're worth buying. So, today's VHS review is another Postman Pat one. Postman Pat's new video. So, if you remember, I did a Postman Pat VHS review back in February, and it was very successful. You guys seem to like it. And so, today I'm doing another one. Rather than... There's a few differences with this one. 2 episodes rather than 4, but both these episodes are 20-minute specials. Like 25-minute specials. Postman Pat and the Toy Soldiers and Postman Pat Takes the Bus, which, by the way, is my favourite episode of the classic Postman Pat series. Yeah, Postman Pat Takes the Bus is my favourite episode of the classic Postman Pat series. Toy Soldiers is not as good as Pat Takes the Bus, but it's still quite good. So yeah. So this was released, I believe, to coincide with Postman Pat's 10th anniversary in 1991. Postman Pat's new video. Yep. Here's the front cover. We've got a nice picture of Pat and Jess right there. Now let's turn it over. On the back, 2 very special episodes. Has a running time of approximately 48 minutes, and I believe this tape was released in 1991. So guys, sit back, relax, go and get some snacks and a drink maybe, because this video is going to be about 55 minutes long would be my guess. This tape is 48 minutes, so my guess is that this video is going to be about 55 minutes. Oh, whoops. Get down. Okay, here's the tape, BBC video. Here's the back of the tape. And inside, we've got some more VHSs we can buy. Definitely going to do another Fireman Sam VHS review one day. Haven't done that one. Don't know about that show or that show, so I don't think I'll do a VHS review on that. Maybe I'll do a Nog in the Nog VHS review. But it's quite likely that I'm going to do one on Eyeball the Engine and Trumpton. Magic Roundabout, probably not. Oh yeah, Camwick Green, probably going to do one on that. And Andy Pandy, probably not. Bill and Blend the Flower Pot Men, maybe, maybe not. Oh, definitely another Pingu one day. Clangers, maybe. And that one I've never seen before, so no. I don't think so. Okay. Oh, what's this? Okay. I shall now go right ahead and put this tape into my VHS player. Then I shall fasten my camera onto the camera stand, and we'll get straight into this review. Well, hang on guys, my TV's a bit slanted. You'll have to excuse me guys, I'm just trying to straighten the TV out. There we go. Okay, let's get into this VHS review. Yeah, no unlikely event of interference. Recording, copying, yeah. BBC video. Excellent stuff. Also available on BBC Video. Okay. Maybe I'll do a third Postman Pat VHS review one day. Okay, here we go. Postman Pat's new video. Here's the title card. Okay, everyone, sing along with me. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure there'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. That will forever be one of the best theme songs of all time. Here we go. Postman Pat and the Toy Soldiers.
Alf Thompson was getting the hay in.
And apologies for the camera going up and down in the intro just then. I was really struggling to adjust my camera.
But then he wasn't counting on something of a traffic jam.
Oh no. Classic problem for a lot of us, traffic jams. Like that, similar to that.
It's a job getting through. Steady does it. How's it doing on the other side? Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear.
I'll have to back up.
So as I said in the previous Postman Pat VHS review, this is a really, really great show. With some great animation, great voice acting, unforgettable music. Just one of the best children's shows ever created in my eyes. I really wish more shows like this were created. My television production company is going to put the magic back into film and TV. I will begin my series where I explain HL television productions and its values soon.
We can't wait here all day.
And the shows that I'm going to make. And the films.
What's to do? Said Mrs. Goggins. Don't take on now. Pat'll be back in a minute when he's done the village letters. It's this lorry, said Miss Hubbard. Who's left it here? There's no sign of a driver.
What's going on? Said Peter Falk. Hasn't there been a crash?
There will be, if this lorry isn't moved, said Miss Hubbard.
It looks like a builder's lorry. What's it doing in the village? Does that mean we'll have to wait around?
I certainly hope not.
Pat should be back soon.
We need P.C. Selby.
Here is P.C. Selby. Now then. What's all this? What's going on? You can't...
Since when did police officers get rid of their traditional uniforms? It's a real shame that police officers don't have their traditional uniforms anymore.
Wait a minute. Now then.
I guess that the new uniforms police officers have are to protect.
Who does this lorry belong to?
Crime has become a lot more violent in recent times, so I guess their new uniforms offer them better protection. But I mean, come on.
Who's the
Are
boy?
people in this day and age selfish
it's
enough to
Sarah,
force...
Pat's wife.
Selfish and violent enough to force police officers to change their classic outfits?
Special
Really?
Just like a parcel, said Pat. I'd better not pop them in somebody's letterbox by mistake.
Oh yeah, he's totally gonna do that later in the episode.
Bye, and thanks. They still hadn't sorted the traffic jam.
Oh my god, guys, I've literally just realised I could not think of this until now. I did not at all think of this until now, but I've literally just realised. Doesn't PC Selby look a little bit like Hitler? God, how did I not realise that until now? Oh my god. That was obviously unintentional, but really?
You'll have to go back again.
And seriously, how have I not noticed that until now? How have I not realised that at all?
5 minutes, and look at it. Back a little down now, add over to you. Oops. Mind the plan. No, right.
Oh, this is...
Right, that's not the all of the muzzle. And staying put till somebody moves that lorry. Hang on, said Ted. I'll give you a hand.
it was Ted's lorry.
Ted's lorry.
So sorry, everyone, said Major Forbes. Ted's just giving me a hand at the hall. Borrowed the lorry. First traffic jam in Greendale, what?
Oh, yeah.
Off. Morning, everybody. Just a word, Pat.
And,
Urgent parcel.
that was
coming to London.
That was definitely the first appearance of Ted's iconic lorry that would go on to make further appearances throughout the show, all throughout seasons 3 to 6, and right up to Postman Pat's special delivery service. Even in the worst era of Postman Pat, that lorry made an appearance.
You see, Selby. It's quite easy when you know how.
At last Alf could get on his way.
God, that is a really wide halo.
Miss Hubbard decided she had wasted enough time and moved off. Whilst Peter Fogg started up his motorbike again. Selby and Jess with the road to themselves.
Until Pat came
Pat
back.
was helping Mrs. Goggins to sort the rest of the letters and parcels. There were 2 parcels with no address. Mrs. Goggins found a label that had come unstuck.
Oh, it's this modern glue, said Mrs. Goggins.
Modern problems being discussed in slice of life shows. They didn't do any of that in Postman Pat's special delivery service. They might have in seasons 3 to 6, but never in special delivery service. It's so clever how they incorporate dialogue like that into these TV shows.
Simple.
I'd never have thought of that. Goodbye, Pat. Mind how you go.
She stuck the label onto Pat's sandwiches. The other one is Major Forbes'
Now
toy
Jess,
toy
we better take
soldiers.
the Major's parcel first. It's something special. Toy soldiers.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, love the music.
Pat was on his way.
This piece of music I'm hearing now is, in my opinion, the most iconic piece of music in the whole series, besides the theme song. It's so like, it really captures the slice of life countryside slice of life feel but setting that this show takes place in.
Pat arrives at Garner Hall. Won't be long, Jess. Looks as though the Major's busy.
Good intentions.
I could have sworn the bell was working.
God.
Whoops. Anybody in? Hello? Major? Major Forbes? Anyone at home? I'll leave the parcel here. It'll be quite safe.
That's the sandwiches.
What's that? Must be me imagining things.
Well, no wonder that door might have been opened.
They must be having a tea break.
Sounds like there's robbers in there. Deary me.
Pat was on his way.
Actually, guys, I'm a bit thirsty. I'm gonna pause it for a moment and cut the camera to go get a drink. I'll be back in a moment, guys. Okay, guys, terribly sorry for your inconvenience, but you know why I stopped the camera. I explained before I stopped it, so yeah. Right, let's continue.
That's just the place for a quiet picnic, Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Under that tree. Under that tree will do nicely. That was a warm climb, but it was worth it. Now, let's
I'm quite
see.
warm now, actually, guys.
Tuck in, Jess.
Oh, it's nice that Pat brought Jess his own food.
There's nothing like a quiet picnic. This is a funny sandwich. Oh no.
It's the toy
It's the Major's
soldiers.
Toy soldiers.
I knew it. It's gonna.
Noodle I am. I've
What
got
a
the wrong
noodle.
parcel. You've left my sandwiches
Quite
at
right,
the
Pat.
manager's house.
You are a
This
noodle.
parcel will be addressed
Oh, I think I heard that word
Come on,
being
Jess. Back to the
that word
Major's.
was said
Thinking it's soldiers
in the
on
previous
way.
Postman Pat VHS review. I really like how
Down at Garner Hall, the
how
Reverend Timms was trying to cheer the Major up, and PC Selby was looking for footprints.
does anyone else really like the way Pat carries Jess? It's like
What's going on?
it's like somewhat cute the way he carries Jess.
That's what's going on here.
Yeah,
My
I do like
collection of
Jess.
soldiers, gone, all gone, what? Marched off without a sound. But there's a funny thing, the robbers left their sandwiches behind. Oh no, said Pat. They were my sandwiches. You see, I muddled the parcels up. My sandwiches and your soldiers. I left my sandwiches on your hall table, and your parcel of soldiers was still in my bag. And here it is. Pat, you're a genius, said the Major. You've saved my new soldiers from the robbers, what? The best of the bunch, too.
Oh,
Good
yes.
man. But I'm still hungry, said Pat. The Lord will provide, said the
I
Reverend
hope
Timms.
so.
I'll just pop in for my sandwiches. Now then, Pat, said B.C. Selby, I'll have to ask you for a statement. You can't go in there, Pat. Not till we've looked for fingerprints. But I want my sandwiches, said Pat. Those sandwiches are evidence, said B.C. Selby. Evidence, Pat, that's what they are. Nobody can touch them, not till the CID get here from Pencaster. And goodness knows when that'll be. I wonder if Sarah's got something nice for lunch, said Pat. I'm so hungry, Jess. I think we'll have to pop home and see. Bye. Bye, old chap. Bye, Pat. Home sweet home.
Pat's house looked a lot different
Anyone at home?
in
It's me.
the original in the new
You've never lost
series.
your sandwiches
In
after
seasons
all, have
3
you?
to 6, it looked a lot different. It had a blue door and was
Not
more
lost,
cottage-like,
said Pat, but they're evidence now.
and blue
I never.
windows.
And Pat had to tell her the whole story of the robbery at Garner Hall.
So maybe seasons 3 to
Jess was too busy to
6.
listen.
So maybe seasons 3 to 6 is a reboot, and Special Delivery Service is rebooted from this series,
Robbery or no
and
robbery.
Now you'll be
and the
passing
pre-
this school
and
just
cut-
about the right time
and
to pick young Julia.
seasons 1 and
Say
2
me,
take
Trick.
place in their own universe, so which would
Alright,
explain the
I'll not
completely
forget.
different tones in both shows.
Bye for now.
In the shows in both universes where
Come
the
on, Jess.
classic series takes
haven't
place
finished
and
yet.
where seasons 3 to 6 and Special Delivery Service take place.
In you get.
And he's off again.
Pat was on his way again. What's happened to Peter Phone? Hello, Pat. Having trouble? I certainly am. My front wheel brakes are locked. Nearly through the old handlebars.
Oh no.
I'll ask Ted Glenn to
Awful
pop
when
along
that
with his
happens to
toolkit.
bikers.
Here's something
Isn't
to
it?
read while you're waiting.
Oh, that's very kind of
It's
Pat,
my
giving
motorbike
Peter
magazine.
his entire
Great.
newspaper to read. Yeah.
Bye, Pat. Thanks. Pat called at Thompson Ground. Alf was helping Ted load some wood onto the lorry. Hello, Pat. Pat had some letters for Alf. Come and have a cuppa, said Alf. Dorothy's sure to have the kettle on. He was right. Just the job.
Hello, Pat.
Lots of British phrases are said in this series, like just the job.
Had to tell the whole story
That is a
from the
very,
beginning.
very British phrase. Loads and loads of British phrases, as I explained in the previous Postman Pat VHS review. And I learned a lot of overly British phrases thanks to watching Postman Pat for so many times previously, and they even said some British phrases in seasons 3 to 6.
Goodbye. Bye, Pat. Bye.
I always wonder how Pat knows his own theme song. Like, where did he hear it from? What? I get that it's his favourite song, but I wonder what the lyrics to that song are in the Postman Pat universe. Because a TV show about Postman Pat the TV show about Postman Pat can't exist in the Postman Pat universe. It just doesn't work that way. TV shows just don't work that way. A TV show about that same TV show set in the TV show's universe simply can't happen, if that makes any sense to you at all. I doubt that made any sense to you. But if it did, then well done for making sense of
Pat
it.
set out to find him. But where had he got to? Looking for me, Pat. Ooh, you made me jump, George. I thought the robbers were after me.
A robber.
Here's your Hen Farmers Weekly.
Farmers Weekly.
Then George told Pat.
Is that
he
even
dreamt he was
are there
being
even
chased by a
magazines
giant
like
hen,
that?
Which flew away just before he woke up. It's time I was flying
Well,
away.
I don't know.
I'm
Well, I
supposed to
don't
be
know
collecting
what.
young Julian from school.
I suppose there are
Now,
farming
where has that
magazines out there.
cat got to? He might be after rabbits down the field, said George. He likes my rabbits, does your Jess? They went to look. Jess! 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 He sometimes comes round here. No sign of him, though. Jess! Jess! Pat found Jess with his rear end sticking out of the rabbit hole. Here he is, George. I think he's got himself stuck. Pat took hold of his cat as gently as possible and said, Daisy.
Oh God! Pops right out and crashes into the back.
George picked it up and looked at it. What's Jess found? Said Pat. Looks like one of these old tin soldiers, said George. I used to have a box full when I was a lad. Could do with a bit of a clean. Did you say a tin soldier? Said Pat. Yes, why? The robbery. You must have heard. Hang on. Pat thrust his arm down the rabbit hole as far as it would go and brought out a shopping bag. He looked inside and found it full of toy soldiers.
Oh.
Jess has found the loot, said Pat. The robbers must have hidden them on their way to Pencaster. They
Oh,
must have passed your gate. Clever cat.
So Major Forbes
I must get these
already
back
had
to
a set
Major,
of toy soldiers,
He will be
and
pleased.
he's getting a new one. Very good.
Keep an eye on these, Jess. Bye, Pat. Bye. Never mind, Jess. The Major will be so pleased to have his soldiers back. I'm sure he'll give you something nice. Pat remembered to pick Julian up from school. Am I late?
Huh, not much, Dad.
On the way, he told Julian all about the robbery and how Jess had found the soldiers down a rabbit hole. Gone all at last. Ted and the Major were still busy with the roof. What's the fella doing here again, eh, what?
Hey, what?
Special
Hey, what?
delivery, Major. What, in a scruffy plastic bag? Bless my eyes, it's my soldiers! My precious soldiers! Thank you, Pat, you're a stout fellow. And Pat told the whole story yet again.
But it was Jess that found them, said Julian. Wasn't it?
It's a good place to hide something, said Ted. Down a rabbit hole. Now who'd think of looking there? We'd better be off home, said Pat. Sarah will think we've got...
You would look down there, well, Jess would.
And make sure you look at page 2.
Page 2?
Thanks,
Oh, I wonder
Ted.
what will be on page 2. Oh my God! I'm so sorry, guys. I'm being an idiot. What I just said was idiotic.
Bye, Pat. Thanks again.
Yes, guys, if you heard that, that was a
Wait to
fart.
see what it was.
Oh, it's about a reward.
Ooh.
For anyone who finds the Major soldiers. £500.
Well, I never.
I suppose that was more, that was a lot more, that was worth a lot more back in 1991.
All our news.
Let me tell her first.
So that was the end of the first episode, and then the next episode, Postman Pat Takes the Bus, is the second and the last one. And as I previously mentioned, it's my favourite episode of the entire Postman Pat classic series. Right, we don't need to see this part, so we'll skip straight to Postman Pat Takes the Bus. – Oh, hang on. Oh, I've gone too far. Go back. Now, I've got a lot to talk about with this one, seeing as it's my favourite, unlike the previous episode.
Breakfast time in Greendale. If you knock on Pat's door and go in...
Why would anyone knock on anyone's door and go straight in without being offered in? Does Pat not have a lock on his door?
Time I was off too.
Indeed.
Julian is getting ready for school.
Right. Off you go. Bye, Mum.
By the way, guys, I once saw earlier this year.
Ah, there it is.
I watched a really hilarious Postman Pat YouTube poop of this episode, and it was so funny. The sentence mixing in it was incredible. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can watch it after you've watched this. Oh my god, it was hilarious. You guys have to see it. It was so great. Riding his bike through the thing, and just chilling, vibing in that basket. Give way.
Sam Waldron's out early too.
He also looks like it though. That now I have made sense of. I have realised that before, but not with PC Selby.
What's he on about? Major Forbes has spotted the new notice in the post office window. Dashed good idea, what?
It'll be extra work for Pat, though.
I don't think Pat gives one about being given extra work.
Hello, Jess. Come on, Katie. Time for school. Bye, Pat.
Bye, Katie. Morning, Mrs. Goggins. We're
Carrying
ready to go.
Jess like that
Hope
again.
you've got the keys safely.
Oh, yes, Pat. And a fine morning to you, too. Here they are.
Thanks very much. This is exciting. I'll pop back in for the letters when I've got it warmed up. I left it down the next street, out of the way. Somewhere round this corner. Ah, there she is. I wonder why Pat has left his van round the corner. Here he comes. What's this? It's not his usual van.
Quite right.
It's new.
And long.
It's a Royal Mail post bus.
Post bus. I think post buses were very new were a very new concept back in 1991. And so when they found out about it, I bet they decided to make an episode based around it, which was an amazing idea.
That reminds me, you'd best see if the Reverend wants a lift. His old car broke down on Wednesday.
I'll not forget. Cheerio.
Oh yes. Post buses were very new back in the day.
The Reverend Timms didn't seem to be ready. Pat had some letters for him. Oh, Pat, I wanted to go into Ingledale on your lovely new post bus today, but oh dear.
To my knowledge, this is the only time in the entire series where the town of Ingledale is mentioned.
Bless me, I cannot think what it is.
And based on dialogue in the episode, it sounds to me like Ingledale isn't too far from Greendale.
I'll get the old bicycle out. If I remember.
I wonder where where Greendale, Ingledale, and Pencaster are in relation to each other. That's something That's something I've been wondering about. Like, how far between is each? What's the distance between each town / village?
Granny Dryden was ready and waiting for Pat.
And I wonder if there are any railway links, if there's a railway link in Ingledale.
Granny Dryden.
Well, Pat, this is something new.
And does Ingledale exist in the new series in seasons 3 to 6 and in special delivery service? I don't know.
Pat was feeling quite excited.
These are questions that have never been answered.
Off we go, Jess.
Oh, Pat, stop, I've forgotten me hat.
Oh dear. Back we go.
Yo. Oh yeah, this is quite a slow-paced episode, but it's...
I knew I'd forget something.
Summit. I love the way Granny Dryden pronounces that. Something. She pronounces it as summit. I love the way she pronounces that.
It was a lovely hat. A pity to leave it behind. All aboard.
They just take it easy in this episode. They take their time getting to Ingledale, which is something that grown-ups do. It's quite something that a lot of adults do. Just take their time. Just lay back, slice of life. Just take your time. Life was a bit slower back in the 90s than it is nowadays.
I think we have another passenger, Jess. Miss Hubbard must have...
Sorry, Miss Hubbard. Why are you standing out in the middle of the road with your shopping bags, with your 4 shopping bags? Did you want to potentially get run over, Miss Hubbard?
The shopping baskets and carrier bags. It was a struggle to fit everything in.
Thank you, Pat. Good morning, Granny Dryden.
All safe and sound. At last they were able to move off. There's Ted Glenn waiting by his workshop. What's he up to? He usually goes into town in his Land Rover.
When the narrator said Land Rover, I wonder if he meant Ted's van, introduced in the previous episode, is his Land Rover, or if he had a completely different vehicle before he got that lorry.
After being stuck on your foot.
He used to be a lot quieter carrying letters and parcels, didn't it, Jess? They went on their way at last. Over the hills.
And far away, where the Teletubbies come to play. I'm sorry, guys, I had to say that.
Bumpy country lanes.
Ugh.
Round to the left.
And the right
Was
again.
Pat trying to catch up on lost time?
Yes. I think so.
Oh, slow down, Pat. You're making me all wobbly.
Now what? Pat had to
Oh,
slow down
no.
because of Sam Waldron's mobile shop. It was a tight squeeze. Come on, Pat. Let them down a bit. Take it slowly, or you'll scratch your new post bus.
Pat.
Yeah, they stop quite a lot in this episode. This episode really highlights the relaxing, slice of life, slow-paced nature of these things.
Oh, thank you, Ted.
Miss Hubbard is a very snobbish, upper class person. Very like pernickety.
He found 2 letters.
She has quite a likeable personality, but can be a bit overly fussy at
Be spent
times.
up before you get to Ingledale, said Pat.
Quite right.
And we really should be on our way. I have the letters to deliver as well as you know. I haven't finished me biscuits. Take 'em with you. Mind the step, Granny Dryden. After you, Miss Hubbard. Bye, Pat. And thanks. Have we left any behind, Jess?
I don't know.
Think about letters.
I don't
They
know.
never get out for a biscuit. He passes by Garner Hall. Hello, Pat. Good luck, old fellow. Oh dear. What now? What's PC Selby doing? Stop! Stop! Sorry, Pat. You can't go this way. The old bridge isn't safe. It's all this rain. These floods are dreadful. Oh dear, and we're running late as well. I know a shortcut. Just go straight on this way. Thanks, PC Selby. Sorry about the bother, Pat. Then left, past the signpost. Down here. Don't worry, you'll be all right. Don't worry, he says.
Feels like a ploughed field.
Watch the gate. Just enough room. I hope Ted knows what he's doing.
I knew it. We're lost. You don't know which way from Tubber, young Ted.
That's just an assumption, though.
Been this way dozens of
Pat
times.
said.
It looks a bit different today, that's all.
Pat said, I hope Ted knows what he's doing, and Miss Hubbard,
There was only one way to go.
and Miss Hubbard just assumed that they were lost, so how could they be sure? So I think if Miss Hubbard hadn't spoken up, they would have been almost at Ingledale by now. But it's good that Pat knew that this was the road to Thompson Grounds.
There were letters to deliver.
Yes.
And Alf was waiting to see the new post bus. Hello, Pat.
Now hang on. How did Alf go from Garner Hall all the way up to his farm? Didn't you already see the new post bus when he passed by? Or was that a completely different character at Garner Hall? That's never established.
Are we there? Where's the market? Ted was looking at Alf's tractor. It just won't come off. It will.
What are they talking about?
Tells me.
Oh, here comes the Reverend on his bike. Oh no! Lord save us all! Oh no!
Ah, to heavens! Ouch! Was that the Reverend? Let's go and see.
Yes.
You all right, Reverend? What a ride! Thank the Lord, Alf, that you have hay in your barn. Oh, but I remember now. That's what the knots were for. One, to remember my sister's birthday. Two, to remember to post her present. And three, said Pat, to get new brakes for my bicycle.
Oh dear.
Why don't you go to town in the post bus? And I'll mend your bike for you. I'll bring it round to the vicarage tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Alf.
Tomorrow.
Time we were on our way, said Pat. All aboard. I think I'll sit in front with Jess. I'm sure he won't mind.
I believe there's room for one more passenger, so I believe, okay, go on to Ingledale, but I'm sure there'd be room for one more passenger.
Hi.
Cheerio.
I'm sure there'd be room for one more passenger.
Ingledale at last.
Ah, yes. I wonder who that long-nosed,
At 2 o'clock.
overly extravagant man is.
But when 2 o'clock came, Granny Dryden was missing. We can't go without her, said Pat.
Yeah,
I'll go
old
look
women do tend to take their
She's in
time.
the market getting potatoes.
Yes. Not that there's a problem with that. I mean, everyone should take the time if they take their time if they feel it necessary.
Oh, there you are. Have you seen Miss Hubbard? She's looking for you. Looking for me? Said Granny Dryden. I wasn't lost. I'll tell you what. You sit in the bus, and I'll go and look for Miss Hubbard. No sooner had Ted gone than Miss Hubbard came back.
Oh, this is very classic. I experience problems like that all the time, where someone goes to look for someone else, they think they're missing, and then they come back, and yeah. Eventually, if you just wait for the other person to come back, they will.
Looking for you.
But I'm not lost.
I know you're not lost, but... Oh, never mind. We'll just have to wait. And I don't know when we're going to get back to Greendale. I think I'll sit in the bus and read my paper. But Ted soon came back, and they set off home again.
Yeah, they're off. On their way back. To Lord knows. But first they've got some more letters to deliver.
There were letters and a parcel to take to George Lancaster at Intake Farm. George was collecting the eggs. Hey, there's Pat! Hello, George. Hello, Pat. I like your new post bus. It's a great idea. Do you think I could take a dozen hens to the market in it tomorrow?
Indeed not, said Miss Hubbard. Just think of the feathers. We'd all be sneezing for a week.
Who are you to tell George Lancaster that he can't take his hens in Pat's van? First things first, that's Pat. Pat has the say in that, not you. And secondly, are you seriously planning on going into Ingledale again tomorrow, despite the fact that you already went in today? It might not be very far, but it's still quite a journey if it takes the whole day. And you already had a lot of shopping to do earlier. It was established earlier that you had a lot of shopping to do, so you could easily wait a week until all the feathers have cleared up. Until after the feathers are cleared up and everyone stops sneezing, if people are allergic to chickens, before going into Ingledale again in Pat's post bus. Excellent. Oh, they're all stopping for a cup of tea and so Pat can phone. Oh yeah, very relaxing, very slice of life.
You're welcome. You must be parched after your trip.
Most kind. Oh, Mrs. Goggins does worry so. Hello, Mrs.
So don't forget, guys,
Yes.
there's a,
into Blackpool, just Ingledale. All safe and sound.
don't forget, guys, there's a, there's that Postman Pat YouTube poop of this episode to watch, which I found hilarious, and I'll leave in the description down there for you to watch once you finish watching this video.
Bike, Reverend. I've given it a good oiling. It's as good as new. It just needs some new brake pads. I'll pop round with it tomorrow.
More tea, Granny Dry.
I hope
Well, just one more cup.
I hope Ted did buy some new brake pads to give to Alf and then
Come on,
repair his
everybody.
bike with.
Time to be off. Hang on, Pat. I'll help you turn in the yard.
Pat didn't need help earlier, but it's good of you to help Alf.
Careful, stop. Right. Off you go.
Thank you very much.
It had been a long day.
I'm not surprised.
The next stop was at Miss Hubbard's cottage.
At
Here,
last.
Miss Hubbard, your stop.
Just a minute, Pat. Mustn't forget anything.
Careful as you get out. Mind the step.
Thank you, Pat. Goodbye.
Boy, very well.
it was Granny Dryden's turn. Here, let me give you a hand down, Granny Dryden. Thanks, Pat. Me hat! I've lost me hat! Here it is. Looks as though she's been sitting on it. Thanks, Ted. I'll see you to your door, Granny Dryden. Thanks, Pat. Bye, Ted. Bye, Pat. The last stop before home was at the church. Thank you. My goodness, it's been quite a day.
Indeed, Reverend.
In fact, I still have a knot in my handkerchief. Now then, Reverend, said Pat, is it a new one, or just one that you forgot to undo? I've forgotten.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Goodbye, Pat. Time we remembered to go home, yes.
And that was the end of that VHS. A very good VHS in my opinion. Just as good as the first Postman Pat VHS I reviewed. And a good animation as usual, good voice acting, good music, good everything. Excellent stuff. Hopefully I'll do a third Postman Pat VHS review one day, and a third Thomas one, and a third Pingu one. Sorry this VHS review hasn't come out earlier, but it's here now. Better late than never is what I say, and many others. Right, in a minute, I'll let you all hear the nostalgic sound of a VHS rewinding. Just bear with me a moment. Hang on, guys. Okay. Where's the remote? Here it is. Hang on a moment, everyone. Sorry about this, guys. I'm searching. I'm just been on my iPad. Oh, here we go. It's rewinding. Oh god, that didn't sound too good. to say. Right, come on out. And as you know, because of my OCD, we got to rewind it to get rid of that tiny bit of tape there, because my OCD does not approve of that. And we'll play that one more time and rewind it. Okay, come on out. Right, is it gone? Okay, I think it's gone. Very good. So, I shall now... Oh dear, nearly sat on the tape. Would have been a disaster if it had broke. Open it up. Yeah. Oh dear. I will put it away. And close this back up. And that concludes my 17th VHS review on Postman Pat's new video. Thank you all so much for watching this video, guys. So like I said, amazing series, good VHS tape, just as good as the first Postman Pat VHS I reviewed. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. So thanks once again for watching, guys. Please like this video, comment on it, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to me, Trainlover16, if you haven't already. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Amazing VHS, as I've just said, as is the previous Postman Pat VHS that I reviewed. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone!